Hey, what's up? Welcome to this week's review of Real Housewives of Nairobi, episode 3. Did you guys like the episode? Did you? Did you like the episode? Okay, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Please support a bitch. So the episode starts with Sonal and her assistant, Tony. Tony had a nice suit, but Tony looked like he wasn't comfortable with the cameras around because he didn't say much. He really did not say much. Tony looked uncomfortable. Sonal looked amazing as always. Listen, you remember last week I said when Sonal speaks, I'm usually just like, she's just, her voice is just coming. This week we had a lot of Sonal's confessional. I cannot listen to Sonal for long. I still think she has an amazing calming voice, but I cannot speak to her for long. I will sleep. Her voice is so calming. I'll just be like, I would sleep. So they're talking about the declutter party that she's going to host later on, and we'll see how that party ends up. So they're talking about the invitations. She brings up a sample. It has cookies, and then the event planners, I think she says Shikora, they come in, sit down. They also have their samples of the decors and how it's going to be set up, which later on the setup was really beautiful anyway. The next scene, there wasn't a lot going on. It was just like, those few minutes clips, just tell us how the event is going. That's it. And I guess promoting the Shikora events. I hope I'm saying it right. Yeah, promoting the Shikora events. The next scene was Dr. Maria and her mentor. She says she's part of the Linton's family. Dr. Maria, I don't know. I think I'm alone on this island. I love Dr. Maria. I think she's an amazing woman. She has her flaws. Who doesn't? I'll talk about them later. But I love Dr. Maria. I do. Dr. Maria is talking to her mentor, and they are talking about the mentor is like, I'm really proud of you that you opened a clinic up in Romania. And can you just open up one in Nairobi? And I was like, that's a really good idea, Dr. Maria. What would I go in and do? Probably Botox. Apparently they say when you get Botox under your arms, it reduces the sweating. I would go do that. Too much, huh? But I'll probably do that because I am scared of being under the knife. Like, I am scared of being cut. So people who do lipo, people who do BBLs, people who do boob whatever surgery, I'm like, what? I can't. I'm just too scared. I'm so scared. So they go around. Dr. Maria goes around checking out spaces for in case they open a clinic in Nairobi. Spaces, and she's like, I don't like this one. It's too small. Blah blah blah. That was basically it with Dr. Maria and her mentor. Sonal invites Susan over to just talk. She was feeling kind of low and down, and it showed she was down. So Sonal invites Susan, and they head straight to the closet. Let me tell you, when they were sitting down in that couch, Susan was struggling. Susan is tall. Like, she was really struggling, and I know she couldn't say it, but she just had to pretend. She was just, her legs were just folded. She was struggling. Susan was struggling. Sonal is tiny. She can just fit without anything. But Susan was struggling. What happened? So they start talking about the rally. Sonal says the guy who was driving her was hitting or was plotting heavy. And I think she was feeling it because the way Susan was like, Sonal said that she doesn't want to fall in love. She's only in love with one person, and here she is talking about the driver. They probably hit it off, by the way. Did you guys get each other's numbers or something? They probably did hit it off. And then Susan starts going in on Minnie. I saw a lot of people mad at Susan, but because Susan said She came in with her red hair, red pants, and that stupid hat that was 1200 bob. The household is about being shady, okay? It's about being shady. I feel like Susan was reasonably shady. She was right. If you're on a show that's about wealth, if you come on this show and you're wearing a 1200 bob hat, I'm gonna shade you for it, whether you like it or not. Now, when we're outside the show, I will wear a 1200 bob hat. So what? But you're on a show that's wealth, class, richness, and you're wearing a 1200 bob hat, and I'm not supposed to shade you. Then what am I doing on the show? So I was on Susan when she was coming for Minnie. Plus, Minnie has come for Susan so many times. So if Susan decides to come for Minnie, what's the problem? Tell me what's the problem. So anyway, Susan is shading Minnie, saying, I don't like how she dresses. She doesn't like her dress. She dresses, and she wore a 1200 bob hat. And then Sonal said, listen, Minnie called me, and I felt like this scene should not have been shown before the scene where Vera and Minnie were getting invitations. Because Sonal was like, I am giving Susan my invitation personally. So they kind of showed that Susan was the first person to get the invitation. But then here's Sonal talking about, Minnie called me and said that she's bringing the shade to the declutter party. But you see, we hadn't been shown that she has gotten the invitation. Or am I thinking too much about it? Okay, sorry, I'm thinking too much about it. But yeah, that's like Minnie called already saying, like showing us she's already been invited. So that means Susan got the last invite, or Susan got the invite late. That's what I'm thinking. But on the show, they're showing us Susan got the invite first, then Vera and Minnie, and then Dr. Maria and Lisa. So I don't know. That she's bringing the shade. Minnie is bringing the shade. We'll talk about the shade that she brought. Was I impressed? No, I was really not impressed. Susan is like, why are you being so tacky? The words that Susan uses sometimes are kind of you're kind of looking down on Minnie. The words that she uses sometimes, like you're just like, ugh, Minnie. That's what it kind of gives. But then again, it's the Housewives. She can be shady all she wants. Minnie is also shady, so she can be shady all she wants. But I think Susan is fed up with Minnie. I really do think Susan is just fed up with this girl. So Sonal gives Susan her invitations personally. She eats the cookies. She loves them. Susan is gushing over it. Oh my God, this invitation is Sonal. You do know how Susan talks. Minnie has made sure to show us how Susan talks. But let me tell you something about Susan. I love, when I say I love her headpieces. I saw some people hating on it, like this hair is too much. I love it. Susan, do not stop doing those headpieces. Susan reminds me of Chanel Ayan. They're just extra. But they're models, so it's fine. They're just extra. The one that is like a round hat, I love it. When she was at Sonal's place with her hair braided up, I loved it. I love Susan's hair. She's just extra, and it's okay to be extra. Like I said, Sonal looked kind of down, so they decided to ban Sage. Do those things work? Do they work? Do they work? Lisa is at a garden, and then Dr. Maria drives in. Lisa acted like, who is that? Who is that coming? But it did, to be honest, it did look, in the words of Nini, organic. Like, it didn't look so scripted. Of course, Lisa knew Dr. Maria was coming, okay? Of course they knew, but it did look organic. Dr. Maria comes in, she steps out with these beautiful white roses. It's over to her. Dr. Maria is still sick. She's coughing. Amekunywa dawa. She's sick. She goes, they sit down and they start talking. Lisa is kind of shady in the confessional. She's like, I would never forgive a person who did not respect my time, did not respect my effort to invite them and all that. And one thing, Dr. Maria let Lisa talk fast. And like, Dr. Maria, I booked a hotel room. Like, I catered for you for that day. Like, there were so many things that I had done and set up, and then you didn't bother to call me. And even last week, I was like, Dr. Maria, that was really rude. That was really rude. But then there's something Dr. Maria said. I was like, they set Dr. Maria up. These 3 episodes, they have set up Dr. Maria. I don't know if it's the producers but someone has set her up, because this is what Dr. Maria said. She said she woke on Friday morning, she woke up really sick. By evening, it was really bad. So the event was on Saturday, and then Dr. Maria said, I am sorry that it did not get to you. And I was like, what the hell are you talking about? And then Lisa was like, okay, let's exchange numbers so something like that doesn't happen again. I was like, they didn't have each other's numbers. So the person who was supposed to tell Lisa was the producers. The producers were supposed to tell Lisa, yo, Dr. Maria can't come, she's not feeling well. But they had to make it look like Dr. Maria was being shady. Maybe I'm biased, a little bit biased, but let's be honest, they didn't have each other's number. So how was Dr. Maria supposed to get to Lisa? Simple, tell the producers, yo, I can't make it, just talk to Lisa. I cannot make it. Because Dr. Maria said, I'm sorry that did not get to you. So that means Dr. Maria had told the producers, I can't make it, I'm sick. Period. But then Lisa said, it's 2 weeks now. So this one for 2 weeks now, Dr. Maria, that's on you. You could have asked the producers for her number or something. The other one, I don't think that's your fault, because you assumed the producers would tell her. But this one for 2 weeks now, that's your fault. My baby was sick for like a week, and then you're like, okay, let me now go talk to Lisa. Anyway, Lisa forgives her. It's like, it's cool, nothing major. But Lisa, in her confessional, she's like, she will never invite Dr. Maria anywhere again, because this is the second. No, the first group event that she's missed. Lisa always see that she'll miss another one. So Lisa's like, I'm not inviting her again. While they're sitting, Sonal's invitation comes. Again, it looks organic. It looks organic. Let me just say it looks organic. Okay, so Dr. Maria wants to leave. Lisa says, I had a package for everyone who came to the rally, so here's your package. And the bottle was Dr. Maina. And I loved how Dr. Maria was like, it's not that serious. Even in the house, Maina. She didn't take it like a jab. She did not. For me, I did take it as a jab. Like, you had 2 weeks to change this bottle. Dr. Maria. But it's cool. Vera and Minnie go shopping. Vera is like, Minnie wants to take me baby shopping because she knows that I shop abroad, so she wants me to shop the Kenyan way. When I tell you Vera is whack, when I keep telling you guys Vera is an insecure woman, you shop abroad, now you want to shop the Kenyan way. And I know where she is. She really thinks it's a flex. 90% of the things in Kenya are imported. Whether you shop them abroad or whether you're shopping them in Kenya, 90% of things right now in Kenya, they're imported, bitch. I shop abroad. I swear, Vera is just whack. And then Minnie, what did you have on? What did you have on? Minnie is just too much. I know I said the first episode I said Minnie was authentic. She's not. She's too much. I really want to see the real Minnie. And I feel like we see her sometimes. That's why I say when she's not rehearsed, Minnie is funny. Minnie is funny when she's not rehearsed. But Minnie has watched a lot of Real Housewives. She has. She really has. So she tries to always have a moment. Like, I'm gonna come dressed in a short dress that has a bow and long sleeves. I want a moment. Minnie has that. Minnie has watched a lot of Real Housewives and she's just trying to create a moment. Minnie starts with the BS. she's like, listen, when we were at the rally, Susan said that Dr. Maria wants me fired from a certain job. She's not saying which job, number one. And then she also says that she said Sonal is a bitch. Dr. Maria said Sonal is a bitch. And Dr. Maria also talked about Vera. Do I think Dr. Maria said all these things? No. Someone like Minnie can say such things, but I don't think Dr. Maria said these things. And then you're saying it's Susan who told you this. I can believe it because Susan is shady. Susan is a bit shady. Even Vera said Susan is a bit calculated. I believe Vera when she said that. And Vera was like, listen, Susan is a lawyer, you don't trust lawyers. Like, yeah, you do not trust lawyers. So I believe Susan is a bit shady. Maybe Susan did say Dr. Maria said all these things, but I don't think Dr. Maria said these things. I really don't. They talk about the rally. They talk about the rally and they comment about the hotel. And when they say that, I was like this. Wealth whispers, money jingles. These two bitches are probably, I don't want to say broke, but they're not as rich as Sonal, and they're not as rich as Lisa. I don't think they are. And I don't think they're as rich as Susan. But these two are the ones who complain. They are the ones who complain about things. Oh, the hotel was not enough for us. Oh my God, this is not classy enough. They are the ones who complain a lot. But they're not as rich as these three people. Especially Sonal and Lisa. I don't think they can even catch them. But you don't see Sonal and Lisa acting like, you know, yes, we have money, we can dress like this. You don't see them acting like that. You don't see them calling themselves queen in every single scene. You don't. But anyway, like I said, wealth whispers, money jingles. Money is Minnie and also Minnie and Vera, and sometimes Susan, even Susan sometimes. Lisa and her friend Rihanna. Rihanna comes, I think Lisa has just set up her declutter party outside her house. So it's just clothes, jewelry, a gun case. Like, white people really love guns like that, huh? Junior Kitambo. White people love guns like that. And Lisa's just like, I want to take this out of my life. And like, I'm done with them. The only thing she kept was some bangles, I guess, that she got them in Morocco. I think it's Morocco. That's it. She brought it up and like, a friend of mine in South Africa gave me this pass, and I was like, if she knew me, she'd know I don't like anything purple in my house. That was the scene for Lisa and Rihanna. Sonal goes to visit her friend Elena. Elena is like a Russian kabisa, the bob and everything. And then she just had this cold stone face. I'm not saying she's cold stone, but she just had that cold stone face. Sonal is really going through something, right? Because she was like, her mental health is not okay. Her depression and her anxiety levels are like off the roof. Maybe this is going to sound mean, but I feel like, because Elena was like, because Sonal mentioned something about a psychologist, psychologist, right, or psychiatrist, one of those. And then Elena was like, yo, I've been talking to my friend in the UK, and every time she tries to get a hold of you, you're not available, you're busy, or you're so overwhelmed. You need to talk to your psychiatrist. You need to talk to your psychiatrist. Book your appointments, stop canceling your appointments. I feel like if you're in a position that you are able to talk to someone, or this person is that a psychiatrist is calling you to check on you, and you know you have mental health issues, and you know that you have, like, you're accepting that you have, because Sonal has accepted that she's going through depression and anxiety, right? And you have this opportunity, use it, because there are a lot of people who do not have that opportunity, and they have to struggle with their mental health. So I feel like if you're in a position to get therapy, use it. Like I said, it might sound mean, because some people will be like, you know, sometimes you don't feel like going. I get that. But if you know you have a problem and you have a solution, like not a solution, but a way to cope with the problem, use it. People in these streets do not have that kind of luxury. people in the streets are dealing with their mental health. Kisolo man, kiviao alone. So if you have that opportunity, use it. Sonal invites Elena to the declutter party also. Susan and her daughter, they're at the stables. Apparently, Mia's favorite activity to do is horse riding. I was like, but she does look sporty. Plus, she's Kalenjin. Athletics is a thing. As in, sport activities, they're really good at. They're talking, and she's like, she comes out with 3 medals. I was like, yeah, 3 medals. But that girl is tall, and I loved how Susan did her hair the same as her. They were looking really, really cute together. Oh, she came out with 3 medals, and then of course mommy starts asking about the boys, and she's like, there's this boy who really, really disturbs me, but he's like this short. Because you know, Mia is as tall as her mom. Okay, not as tall as her mom, but she's tall, okay? So she's like, this guy, this boy, no, this boy is not my type. After they talk, they go out and she's riding a horse. Like, Susan looks like a very, very proud mother. She really did. She looked like a very proud mother. Vera and Dr. Maria, this scene really pissed me off. I hate how they did Dr. Maria. I really did. I hated how they did her. But anyway, imagine a whole doctor has to beg this one here. I hate that Dr. Maria had to stand up and walk to go try and talk to this woman, who, to be honest, when you compare the two, Vera is really nothing compared to Dr. Maria. This is a talentless bitch that is acting like people should bow down to her. I'm sorry, but I was really, really mad at Vera and at the producers, because I know the producers had a hand in this. Anyway, Vera comes in, she thinks she's coming for a blind date. You have a husband, why do you think you're coming for a blind date? Why do you think you're coming for a blind date? I hope it's not my ex, because no, why do you think you're coming for a blind date? Vera knew exactly who she was going to meet, but she needed to do something to act like, oh, they're coming to beg me, the queen. Vera knew exactly who she was going to meet. Anyway, she sits down. I think Dr. Maria gets the cue, like, she's here. Dr. Maria comes over. Dr. Maria comes in, she's like, hi Vera, and this is Vera, it's you, hi. So you're the surprise, hi. Like, Vera was rude. Rude. Dr. Maria sitting down, she's like, listen Vera, I feel like we should talk. And she can't even get a word in. This bitch stands up. You disrespect me in public, but you want to apologize in private. It's like they had crammed this line so much. Even her social media right now is like, if the disrespect was loud, the apology should be louder. Why? Even Dr. Maria said, I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that. But sit down, we talk. Even if we finish talking, even Dr. Maria said, we don't have to be friends after this. But as women, we can sit down and talk. I saw someone on Twitter saying that Vera has really grown. If it was her in Nairobi Diaries, she probably would have poured a drink at Dr. Maria. No, she wouldn't. Let me tell you something. Dr. Maria and Pendo are 2 different people. Dr. Maria would sue her. Dr. Maria would sue Vera. Why the hell are you attacking me? Pendo had nothing. Pendo had nothing. Dr. Maria would sue Vera. So she had to act accordingly. You cannot try and hit another successful woman. She would have done that at Nairobi Diaries, but not here. Vera stands up and walks like, I don't want to listen. I feel like one of the producers told Dr. Maria, just go try and talk to her. They really set her up. Because I do not think in real life Dr. Maria would even bother with someone like Vera. I do not think that. I went to Dr. Maria's social Instagram. She has posted nothing about Nairobi Diaries. Sorry. Vera was in Nairobi Diaries. She has posted nothing about the Real Housewives of Nairobi. She really did not. She followed Vera. She's like, Vera, let's just talk about it and finish this. Like, that's it. Vera is not listening to her. Vera is ignoring her. Vera is acting very immature. And then Vera calls her weak. No, you are the one who's weak. Because you see, Dr. Maria went to Lisa. Lisa was also, like, Dr. Maria also kind of did Lisa wrong by not coming. And it happened in front of everybody. But you didn't see Lisa acting like a bitch, like, oh, she needs to apologize in front of everyone. Who are you that people have to apologize to you in front of everyone? Who are you? Who are you that people have to apologize? You will have to learn to be humble at some point, and I'm pretty sure you will. Because karma is a bitch. And then you going around saying you made her retire, because as soon as that thing ended, Dr. Maria was like, I have done my best, I am not doing any more than that. She's like, I'm not doing any more than this, and I have decided I am not going to go on with this show. I think Dr. Maria, so this is messing up with my brand. This is petty. Imagine a whole doctor has to keep going back and forth with a cloud chaser. Are you mad? With someone who pretends that she had botched surgery. Are you mad? With someone who's already given birth right now, but lies that she hasn't given birth because she wants some kind of attention. Are you mad? Well, we saw that on the blogs. Are you mad? Dr. Maria, do you really think Dr. Maria has that time to go back and forth with that bitch? When Dr. Maria came to apologize, like, why are you even apologizing? Why? What you said was not wrong. What you said was not wrong. But they pressured you to apologize, fine. And then this bitch is acting like, oh, no. I have to have an audience for me to accept this apology. I need to have an audience. Then you don't want an apology. You just want someone to kiss your ass. This thing really pissed me off. It really pissed me off. And I'm glad Dr. Maria never gave her that satisfaction of apologizing in front of people. I am glad, and I'm glad that she did not get that. I'm glad she didn't get that. Dr. Maria decides to exit the show. Again, I think it's because of her brand, and she was like, this is not what I thought this show was about. This is really petty for me. And she was like, deuces. One thing I forgot to say about this thing is, there's something else I wanted to say. Because Vera is around saying that she has made Dr. Maria retire. She left the show because she was scared. If that's the case, then Pendo also made you retire. Because I know you were scared Pendo was going to beat your ass after the stunt you pulled. So if you made Dr. Maria retire, Pendo made you retire out of Nairobi Diaries. Period. Sonal's event, the declutter party, D-Day. Lisa, of course, is fast, of course. It's like them Zungu that I am. It's true. We black people, we do have a problem with time. Yeah, we do have a problem with time. Sonal's event, of course, Lisa comes in first, of course. Them Zungu that she is, she comes in first, and then Sonal and Susan. So there are other friends who are there, but for the castmates, the three of them are there, and then they ask, who's not here? And they're like, Dr. Maria, Vera, and Minnie. Sonal then says, Dr. Maria sent me a text message and she will not be attending. Lisa is pissed. Like, another event? No, let me call her. And Lisa calls her, she's on loudspeaker. She's like, yo, why are you not here? I had a very long night, and there's no need for me to come anymore. And Lisa's like, have you retired? And she's like, yeah, I'm retiring. Susan was really shady by saying, why you're retiring? And then I guess she had told everyone that she's leaving the show. And Susan was shading her confession, like, bye, bitch. I was like, Susan, are you not the one who brought this girl to the show? Did you not tell her to come from Romania to come to your event? What kind of a friend are you? Sonal is like, listen, we can just start my banning sesh without these other women. So Vera had not come and Minnie had not come since Dr. Maria wasn't coming. And they already started banning the what they were decluttering. Vera comes in while they're doing the banning sesh. Vera and Minnie, why do you guys need bodyguards? And again, money jingles. So Vera comes in. Listen, Vera's hair, I can't even hate on the hair. Her hair was slayed. Vera's hair is always on point. I haven't seen her with a bad wig. Vera's hair is always on point. Minnie, on the other hand, I don't like Minnie's wigs. I do not like Minnie's wigs. When I see Minnie has a good wig, I will say it, but I do not like her wigs. Vera's wigs, on the other hand, Vera's wigs are always on point. They really are. As much as I don't like that woman, her wigs are on point. She comes in, sits down, of course. Hi, I'm late. Oh, I'm pregnant. What did she said in her confession? She said she doesn't do it on purpose. She was born this way. You were born how? To be late? You know what Vera likes? Vera likes an audience. When I enter, everyone looks at me. That's why she needs the bodyguards. And that's why she has to come late. Anyway, they sit down, they do the ban sesh, banning pathological liars, they're banning pretenders, fake friends, and that's what they're decluttering. And then they head on to the dinner table, which was a very beautiful setup. It was really gorgeous. They sit down. And guess who comes in 7 hours later? Minnie karaoke. Minnie comes in 7 hours later, also with bodyguards. So Minnie comes in, goes to her. She's like, I'm so sorry I'm late. She goes straight to Sonal and hugs her. While she's hugging Sonal, she says, listen, my husband's father just died, and we were at the mortuary at like 4 a.m. So that is why I am late. My first thought was like, Minnie, if you've had death in your family, you really had time to come to this event? Did you really have time to come to this event? They sit down, she sits down, and then Sonal says, oh, the reason why Minnie is late is because her father-in-law just passed away. Everyone showed concern, everyone supported her. Even Susan, who doesn't like her, okay, they don't like each other. Susan is there like, I'm really sorry, handing her tissues, because she started crying. Lisa's like, even if that's so, okay, in her confessional, she didn't say it there, which people are like, oh, she's shady in the confessionals. Do you expect someone to come at you when you just lost someone? No, like that, no. So Lisa's like, even if that's so, she had time to get her hair done, get a dress, makeup, and then still come here. I don't buy it. I do not buy it. So I don't think she said I don't buy it, like the father-in-law had passed. I think she was just like, who does that? And it's true, who does that? If someone who's close to me had died, I'm not going to an event. I don't care. I'm not going to an event. Even though I'm getting paid to be there, I am not going. You already signed a contract, yes. But I think people will understand if something like that has happened. I would not go to that event. So, but we'll talk about why, the real reason why Minnie went to that event anyway. Okay, so they eat, and then they decide, they eat, and then they go back to where they were, banning the papers that had written, they were writing the stuff like, they don't want pathological liars, ban it. Narcissists, ban it. So they head back there. And Sonal gives Minnie a chance to do her sesh. So Minnie is like, I said I was going to bring the shade, so I brought these 3 mirrors. These 3 mirrors are for Dr. Maria because she's a 2-sided bitch. So she needs a mirror at the back, at the front, at the side. And when I tell you that shade did not land, it didn't land the way Minnie thought. And let me tell you something about drama. It has to be organic. I swear, every time I say organic, I cannot say organic these days. Nini likes to read it for me. It's organic. It has to be. You can't manufacture drama. When you manufacture drama, we can see it. We can see it. Her bringing the mirrors, it was just like flat. It's flat. Kabisa. It didn't hit how she would. Like I said, Minnie wants to create a moment. Minnie is those people who wants to go viral. and it won't go. If it's not authentic, it will not. You can't manufacture drama. I have not heard Dr. Maria say one word about you. Maybe behind the scenes and they haven't shown us, but I honestly have not heard that. Have you guys heard Dr. Maria say anything about Minnie? No. And every time she meets the ladies, she's actually very respectful. So this one said, I've had, because Sonal asked, I know Dr. Maria and Vera have their thing, but what's your problem with her? Because we haven't seen anything. A little bird told me that she wants me to get fired from a job, and if you mess with my bag, you see what Minnie is trying to do. If you mess with my coin, if you mess with my bag, like, she's just doing too much. Like, calm down. You're on a 10. Calm down. Minnie is doing too much for me. Sonal asked, why would she get you fired? Did she hire you? Even Vera laughed. Even Vera laughed because like, what? Sonal. And then Minnie's like, no, she didn't hire me, but if you come for my bag, I will have a problem with you. We have not seen Dr. Maria coming for you, girl. Like, you sound delusional right now. You really do. And then this little bird is who? Susan is the one who told you. So you come for Susan, but at the same time you believe what Susan says about Dr. Maria, right? Like, Minnie, you were doing, for me, you were really doing too much. You know by now Lisa is not feeling Minnie. Lisa is like, this woman, everything has to come back to her. We just have to come back talking about her. She actually made the party about her. This party was supposed to be a declutter party. Sometimes, like I say, sometimes drama is unnecessary. It really is. You can't just sit down and every time it's drama. And that's what Minnie is showing us. She's the common denominator right now. It's just drama after drama after drama, and then it's not authentic drama. Because hata saa hii ukiulizwa Dr. Maria amekufanyia nini, you will not say. You just say she wants to be fired from a job. Which one? Because you know this one and single kiasi. So which one does she want you to get fired from? And she left. She quit. She left. So if someone is quitting and leaving, you think she has the power to also get you fired? Come on, man. I think you're just a liar. So now I was like, listen, I want to ask you something, or I want to tell you something, because people are talking. So like I said, you're sitting around a group of people, and then you came and said that your father-in-law died. You are 7 hours late. Everybody, I don't care who you are going to ask each other, why the hell did she come then? You're going to ask each other that. That's human. I will ask, why are you here? Even me, I asked, why did you come 7 hours later? Why do you even come? It's close to home time. That's what Susan was like. It's close to home time. Unakuja kufanya nini? Ulikuwa na njaa hivyo meaning you had to come in time for dinner. Sonal asked her, because everyone is talking, and you know how Sonal speaks. Everyone is talking, and we're just wondering, you had time to get ready, makeup done, dressed up, and you just lost your father. Why? I thought it was a really valid question. And of course she gets defensive. This dress was made 3 days ago. I came here for you. Actually, you did not come here for Sonal. You came here because you thought Dr. Maria would be here and you would throw that stupid shade of mirrors. That's the only reason you came to this event. Because you wanted a moment. Let's be honest. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Let's be honest, the only reason Minnie came to this event was for that shade. She wanted a moment, it was because of that shade. And she thought Dr. Maria was going to be there. Because I remember even Vera asked, where's Dr. Maria? Where's Dr. Maria? And in her confession, she can't come because she's scared. She's not scared of you, bitch. She just didn't want to see you. And Minnie is like, you should appreciate that I'm here, Sonal. This makeup, this dress, they don't come cheap. They're very expensive. I'm like, Minnie, you're actually talking to the wrong person. You're bragging to the wrong person. Sonal, you're bragging to Sonal, right? Even Sonal's like, usinitupie shade. Sio mimi, usinitupie mimi. Imagine a billionaire. I'm not saying Sonal is a billionaire, but imagine a billionaire is trying to talk to a thousandaire, and then a thousandaire is like, well, how I'm dressed is very expensive. That's how it looked between. That's how it looks between Sonal and Minnie when she was throwing that shade. This doesn't come cheap. It's very expensive. Well, your wig looks cheap. Again, I don't know. Your hair is never on point. It misses the mark. misses. It misses the mark. It looks like a helmet. Oh my God, this review is getting so long. Susan was like, listen, why did you say you want to bring drama to this place? Sonal corrected her and said, no, not drama. She said shade. Why would you do that? Why would you come to an event ready to fight? Okay, she didn't use those words, but I'm just saying. And Susan goes in on, Minnie goes in on Susan. This is not your party. I am not talking to you. Blah, blah, blah. Susan like, you're talking to my friend. This is my friend and I have to stick up for my friend. You just can't come to a party and be like, I brought the shade. I brought the shade. Yes, I'm a hustler, baby. I'm like, where did that come from? Where did that come from? That you always have to call yourself a hustler. Meaning you're doing too much. You are doing too much and you have to calm down. I'm a hustler, babe. Look at you with your feathers and your dress. And she stands up. Susan stands up. First of all, I thought Susan was the best dressed. Head to toe. Susan was not head to toe. Okay, head to toe she was best dressed, but I will take Vera's hair. Yes. But Susan was the best dressed. Her dress was amazing. Minnie's dress that she said was so expensive looked tacky. Like what Susan said. Your dress looks tacky and cheap. It looked tacky and cheap. So Minnie is here insulting her. Flamingo, Lake Naivasha, this place for flamingo, something like that. And Susan was like, aren't I beautiful? Aren't I pretty? When I tell you Susan and Diane, same. Aren't I pretty? And then she's asking Sonal, because she's standing up and she's doing the model poses. Aren't I pretty? Look at me, I'm gorgeous. And the only thing Minnie could say was like, yeah, you're fine, you're gorgeous, I'm a hustler. Well, Hapo Ju, you're up there. Sissy, we're on the ground, we're doing things. Huh? I'm like, Minnie, you have to sort out your insecurities. You have to sort out your problem with being a hustler. You have to sort it out. We get it, you're a hustler, baby, but you have to sort it out. Not everyone is coming for you like that. Has Susan said some words like ghetto, tacky, and whatever? Yes. But does Minnie carry herself like that? Yes. If Minnie was not carrying herself like that, and Susan said those words, I'll be on Susan's case. But the way Minnie carries herself is tacky. Vera is there laughing. I'm like, Vera, you're not going to help out your friend? Because everyone is kind of insulting your friend. Because Susan has stand up, get out of this party. She says she's not leaving. Minnie says she's not leaving. Susan is saying, you know what? I don't have time for this. I'm leaving. So now follows her. Minnie, you acted a fool. First, your shade didn't land, and then you came here bringing drama. I don't understand why you even came. If my father-in-law had passed away and we were close, I would not come to a party. I wouldn't. But anyway, that's my review, y'all. I hope you enjoyed the review. Let's see next week. Next week is the gender reveal for Vera, but she has already shown us on her Instagram. So, like I say, this bitch loves an audience. Anyway, I'll see you guys next week. Goodbye.